Good morning, greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health challenge. And that is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 33 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes, hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis, and while some folks may call that a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, if you've got a success story you'd like to share, if you want to contribute to our conversation, if you have questions about ingredients or formulations, we are your go-to source for all things health and nutrition. 844-236-6010 is our number, 844-236-6010. If you want to purchase longevity products, go to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com, or call 866-735-2470 for more info. And if you want to purchase Truth Skin Health products, go to truthtreatments.com. Got specials and new products and blog and lots of good health information, good skin health information at truthtreatments.com, and also Black Friday specials coming up too. Truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. All right, we've got lots of lines open, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about anything we're speaking about here today, we're talking skin health, specifically pigmentation. If you're not in the skin business, or you're not skin savvy, we'll say, there's some people who are just skin savvy, who understand how to work with their skin, or at least are interested in working with their skin. And it's not everybody, but it's a lot of folks. And people who are skin savvy are hip to the idea that the skin pigments sometimes, and it can be disconcerting. It's not the end of the world, certainly, but it is a sign of a biochemical breakdown. That's how you really want to look at this thing. Hyperpigment, and in fact, that's how you want to look at all skin problems, is as a biochemical breakdown. Even something as benign as dry skin is a biochemical breakdown. I'm going to spend a lot of time talking about dry skin here in the next few days, but for now, just understand that even though it doesn't seem like much, it's just dry skin. It's not the end of the world. It's not, but it is an indicator, and it's an early indicator. And so that's how we want to take advantage. That's how we want to look at the problem, as a sign, a red flag, the idiot light in the car. Dry skin is a sign you're not handling fats correctly. Pigmentation is a sign of something going on with your cortisol or estrogen system, typically. Drugs can do it, by the way, too, although they probably work with cortisol, but they're prescription drugs that can cause dark spots, melasma, hyperpigmentation, various terms for it. Distinct from the deeper pigment, which is lipofusion, which is a whole nother kettle of fish, if that's the right term. It's a whole nother thing to talk about, is lipofusion. Lipofusion is deep, melasma is on the surface. Yesterday we said the best ways to deal with melasma the best way to deal with melasma is internally, by keeping your blood sugar stable. That's how you lower your cortisol, and relaxation techniques. Blood sugar stabilization, calorie restriction, ketogenic diets, laying off the sugar. Those are all the best, among the best ways to keep your cortisol stable. When you're eating a lot of sugar, your cortisol will spike, because with sugar comes hypoglycemia, low blood sugar, and that's where cortisol kicks in. So one of the best ways to keep your cortisol down if you're dealing with hyperpigmentation and melasma is to keep your sugar stable. It's always a great strategy to keep your sugar low, I'll say, not just stable, because just low and stable. You don't want the ups and downs, but you don't want it high either. Of course, relaxation techniques, vitamins E and A can help with cortisol, pregnenolone, melatonin, and then estrogen clearance techniques, working with the gallbladder, the liver, all the things we always talk about. But topically, you can do stuff too. Topically, you can get rid of melasma. The best way is to do both topically and to get rid of it as quickly as you can. And then, for cosmetic reasons, and then internally for health reasons. Topically, the best ways to do it are with vitamins. If you go to the medical route, you're going to probably get hydroquinone. That's the go-to medical standard skin lightening chemical. It's very nasty stuff. The prescription strength hydroquinone is 4%. And then sometimes you'll have a compounding pharmacist make hydroquinone in combination with a steroid. It's called Kligman's formula. It's hydroquinone and a steroid. And there's one more thing in there. I'm trying to think of what that was. Oh, Retin-A. There's a famous formula. It's called Kligman's formula. Retin-A, hydroquinone, and a steroid. The Retin-A is an amazingly powerful skin lightener. I'll talk about that here in a minute. And then hydroquinone is also skin lightener. And they give you a steroid. Why do they give you a steroid? Because the stuff is nasty. The hydroquinone causes irritation, even in combination with the retinoic acid it does. So Dr. Kligman, who came up with this, called Kligman's formula, he said, we'll throw a steroid in there. I used to make a lot of the stuff. But then I got to thinking, well, how about if we didn't use the hydroquinone, we wouldn't need the steroid, and maybe we could use retinol. And I ended up creating these retinol skin lightening products that worked better than hydroquinone. Yes, retinol works better than hydroquinone. Retinol is vitamin A, pre-vitamin A. Retinol is pre-vitamin A. Retinoic acid is activated vitamin A. The body has this activating system for certain things that are really powerful. Vitamin D has to be activated. Vitamin A has to be activated. There are enzymes that have to be activated. Things that are really powerful, the body has an activating system. Vitamin A is activated from retinol to retinoic acid. That's why retinoic acid, which is active, is a prescription drug, activated. Retinol is over the counter because it's non-activated vitamin A. So I got to thinking, well, I'm just going to use retinol, and it turns out that it works amazing, better than hydroquinone. And you can use more of it, and instead of toxicity, you get anti-aging. Instead of irritation and inflammation, although if you don't formulate correctly, you'll get some irritation, but not like hydroquinone, you get nutritional value. In fact, you get anti-inflammatory effects sometimes. You get anti-aging effects, antioxidant effects, stimulates the production of high hyaluronic acid. Retinol is just amazing stuff, and it's a great skin lightener on top of all of that. And then vitamin C. Vitamin C and retinol are your two major go-to non-toxic, medicinal but not medicine, medicinal I should say, but not drug. They have medicinal effects, but they're not drug effects. Skin lighteners. Vitamin C in its fat-soluble form and vitamin A in its retinol or retinoic acid form. Problem with retinoic acid is you got to go get a prescription for it, and then you got to deal with the standard, with the pharmaceutical version of it. And then there's the third, kind of underappreciated skin vitamin, anti-aging, anti-pigment vitamin, and it's also an anti-redness vitamin, and that's niacin, vitamin B3. Niacin deficiency, pellagra, one of the major characteristics of niacin deficiency disease, vitamin B3 deficiency disease, is rashes, unexplained rashes on the skin, sensitive skin. The reason that I think this is important is because, number one, if you have sensitive skin, how do you know you don't have a niacin deficiency? If you're not supplementing, there's a good chance you do. Secondly, it points to the fact that a lot of people have sensitive skin, and skin sensitivity can be caused by nutritional deficiency. When skin is deficient in vitamin B3, when it is deficient in omega fatty acids, when it is deficient in vitamin A, all of these from poor diets and lack of supplementation, it will be, and also digestive problems, it will be more sensitive. Throw into the mix eating the wrong foods, and you've got basically all of the causes of sensitive skin. Human skin should never be sensitive. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back right after this. Okay, we are back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. Got lots of lines open for you. If you want to purchase longevity products, call 866-735-2470. Or if you want to join the Brightside Ben team, call 866-735-2470. Or go to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. Check out our videos and our blog posts and news stories at brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com. And the longevity products and a Join the Team Now link that you can click on if you want to sign up to join the Brightside Ben team. You can also call 866-735-2470 and sign up by calling up for a one-time $30 fee. You can be in business for yourself and help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. Truth Treatments can be had at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Never any preservatives, fragrances, fillers, waxes, emulsifiers, silicone, water, oil, nothing your skin doesn't need or doesn't want in any of our True Skin Health products. 100% active and functional ingredients. No molecules in our Truth Treatments are there to do anything but help you and your skin, and that's the way it should be. Why should you pay for water and silicone and oil, things that don't do anything for your skin? TruthTreatments.com, TruthTreatments.com. All right, so 3 major skin lightening ingredients, topical skin lightening ingredients. If you're interested in lightening your skin, vitamin C. I like the fat-soluble form. You can also use water-soluble form vitamin C probably to lighten your skin if you want to go to the health food store and do it. Get yourself some vitamin C powder and put it in water and stir it around and use it as a toner. You can also do it with, you're not going to get a lot of vitamin C effects for the lower levels of the skin, but you'll get some exfoliation and some skin brightening effects. And then also you could use lemon juice. And in fact, lemon juice has been used historically as a skin brightener because of the vitamin C. And then you can also, if you like, you can use alpha hydroxy acids, citric acid in lemons, and alpha hydroxy acids, glycolic acid, and lactic acid. They all have skin brightening effects as well, but they're not in the same category as vitamin C or vitamin B3 or vitamin A in its retinol form. Now, I should say, vitamin B3, we were talking a little bit about it before we went to the break. That one is a vitamin in the sense that you need to get it in your diet, but that's so important that your body will actually make it if you're short, because it has so many important roles to play, particularly in brain health. We talked about it for the skin, and it's true that one of the hallmark signs of niacin deficiency is skin problems, but another major sign of niacin deficiency is dementia, forgetfulness, cognitive issues, ADHD. All of these are social anxiety disorder. Even schizophrenia, it's thought, is related to niacin deficiency. Dr. Abram Hoffer wrote a book called Orthomolecular Psychiatry, where he talked about using niacin to treat psychoses and schizophrenia and other psychotic disorders. Plain old niacin, made in the brain from tryptophan. So, niacin, vitamin C, and then retinol, and then alpha hydroxy acids as well, although those are not nutritional. Those are your best ways to topically lighten the skin. I would personally stay away from hydroquinone, although that is the go-to medical ingredient. There are some other ones that don't work anywhere near as well as vitamin C and vitamin A and alpha hydroxy acids and niacin. For example, there is a substance called arbutin, A-R-B-U-T-I-N. You may have seen that if you're interested in lightening your skin. Arbutin is like a natural form of hydroquinone. It's way, way more milder than hydroquinone, but it's nowhere near as effective as hydroquinone. Hydroquinone is pretty effective, but it's just toxic and strong. Sometimes you'll see natural hydroquinone, or you'll get herbal skin lighteners, and those are usually made with arbutin. The problem with arbutin is it's really expensive, so nobody puts. You end up getting very small amounts of the stuff. Aloe vera has an active ingredient in it called allicin, which can be used as a skin lightener. Make an aloe vera toner. Aloe vera is unbelievably valuable for the skin, for burns, for irritated skin, for healing the skin, and also as a skin lightener. Allicin, A-L-O-E-S-I-N, is a component that's in aloe, key component that's in aloe. You can actually get organic allicin from organic aloe, of course, and that's a great skin lightener. It's not a great skin lightener. It's a skin lightener. It's not a great skin lightener. It's a skin lightener. And then another one called kojic acid. I see that one a lot. And again, like allicin, that's a skin lightener, but theoretically, a lot of these things are theoretical. So you'll see substances like kojic acid, or now they have something called Emblica, Emblica, and you'll see these as herbal skin lighteners, and they'll base their skin lightener status or their claims for skin lightening on certain studies that they do, basically cell studies, because it's one thing to have something to work in vitro. Vitro means glass, in glass or in the test tube or in the petri dish, and it's a whole other thing to have something work in vivo, in life, in real life. This is a very important distinction that we don't make sometimes if we're not scientists, the distinction between whether something works in real life or whether it works in the test tube or whether it works in the laboratory. Just because something works in the laboratory doesn't mean it's going to work in real life. Just because something works in vitro doesn't necessarily mean it works in vivo. Niacin, vitamin C, vitamin A, alpha hydroxy acids, hydroquinone, they work in vivo, in real life. Kojic acid, not so much. Emblica, not so much. Arbutin, not so much. Allicin, maybe yes, maybe no. Mulberry extract, you'll see that sometimes. That's another one. Licorice extract. That one, sometimes you'll get some effects with that. I use that one in one of my products. So if you want to lighten the skin, you got a few options here. And probably the best thing you could do is, number one, is a combination of two things. Number one, take care of yourself internally. Number two, take care of yourself topically using vitamins. When you use vitamins topically to take care of a skin issue, you get multiple benefits that you don't get with drugs or even with ancillary or supportive types of topicals like kojic acid, etc. All right. And then vitamin E and vitamin A also have skin lightening effects in the sense that they will help stabilize cortisol. All right, so now I want to move on from melasma, which it affects a lot of folks, but it's not as significant as some of the other ones. For example, I want to start talking a little bit about acne. This is a real big one, and there's so many things and misunderstandings about acne. I'll tell you the bottom line here. Nobody should have it. That's the bottom line. Just like nobody should have sensitive skin, just like nobody should have melasma, nobody should have zits. No, that's a pathology. It's not the end of the world, like dry skin isn't the end of the world or sensitive skin isn't the end of the world, but it's a sign that something's going wrong. With acne, with blemishes, there's a whole psychological component that's associated with it. They tend to occur at a time in people's lives when they're very sensitive, or they're very psychologically sensitive, we'll say, or delicate or fragile maybe. And then also, they're unattractive. People don't like them. So you end up with this whole shame thing that kicks in, and it's just very unfortunate because you don't have to have it. Now, one of the major problems with how we treat acne is we don't distinguish two different types. One type is based in the digestive system and is an immune system reaction. There's some cross overlap here. And the second type involves testosterone and the whole hormone thing. Testosterone, insulin, cortisol, there is overlap. But to not make this distinction in how you treat the condition is behind much of the failure that we have when it comes to addressing acneic skin. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll take a break. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back with the bright side right after this. All right, we are back on the bright side. Got all our lines open at 844-236-6010. If you have questions about skin health or skin health products or anything we're speaking about here today, or a comment or success story, we'd love to hear from you. If you want to purchase longevity products, you can call 866-735-2470, or you can go to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. And if you want to purchase our Truth Skin Health products, go to truthtreatments.com. We have holiday specials, Black Friday specials, and various new products. Our mini trifecta system is up, I believe, at truthtreatments.com. Also have a skin health blog at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number from the journal Scientific Reports. Forest bathing, it really can make you feel better. Forest bathing is a Japanese form of medicine. I forget what they call it. There's a Japanese term for it. And forest bathing is when you actually just lay out in the forest. It's like sunbathing, except you have the forest as your sun. You're forest bathing. And if you do it for a couple hours a day, according to this study of about 20,000 people that's published in the journal Scientific Reports. If you do it for 2 hours a day, you can reap 2 hours a week, you can reap some serious rewards. The idea of nature having therapeutic value has been adopted by the Japanese. They call it Shinrin-yoku. That's what they call it, forest bathing. Forest bathing works because of electrons. Forests emit lots of electronic energy. Pieces of electricity, or pieces of this electronic energy are called electrons. Electrons are known as antioxidants. So you're basically lying in immersed in antioxidants. It's kind of like the beach, except it's the forest. The beach is also rich in antioxidants. Just going to the beach saturates your body with antioxidants. When we're under stress, we're under duress, we're sick, we're infected, we're toxic, we are more positive. We have more positive charges. We're more positive. We have it's kind of confusing, but having positive charges means you have a little space where an electron can fit, and electrons fit into that space. They neutralize that positive charge. And that's why people like going to the beach. That's why we walk barefoot, or we like to walk barefoot in cool earth. The earth and forests and oceans, sand at the beach, all emit electronic energy. The earth itself emits electronic energy from its center. It's spewing up electronic energy. And these electrons are a fundamental component of nature, and it's one of the reasons why we love the smell after it rains. It's all electron rich. That's what electrons smell like. Electrons have a certain smell. Ozone is electrons. Negative ion generators, these little machines they put in the hospital rooms. Those are, and you can buy them at Home Depot. Those are electron emitters, antioxidant emitters. Good food is supposed to be electron rich. Anything you could do to support or saturate or put electrons in your system in an organized fashion, from food to forest bathing to the ocean. Even the sun's photons are converted into electrons. So the sun is emitting photonic energy that gets converted into electronic energy. That's why we feel better around the sun. Electrons, electrons, electrons. Shinrin-yoku. It's actually a prescription medicine for depression. Shinrin-yoku. I remember that. Shinrin-yoku is actually a prescription drug, or a prescription protocol, I guess, for Japan if you get depressed. Sure beats Prozac. All right, check this out. CBD, as if there weren't enough benefits to CBD. I just did a moment of truth on CBD. By the way, if you're interested in signing up for our moments of truth, we're still trying to figure out how to get those automated. But once they are automated, everybody who's emailed me or emailed us, robin@truthtreatments.com, robin@truthtreatments.com. Email us, tell us you want to be on the list for our moments of truth. There's little 60-second or so little videos I do every day, and I send them out to my friends, and they're also up on our Facebook page. By the way, you can check out our Facebook page, the Brightside Facebook page, and sign up and get all our posts. Try to post every day on that. Anyway, I just did one on CBD, and now it turns out as if CBD didn't have enough benefits: epilepsy and seizure disorders, and blood sugar metabolism, and pain and anxiety and anti-inflammation, and there's just so many wonderful benefits to this non-toxic substance. Here's another one. According to the American Society for Microbiology, from the American Society for Microbiology Annual Conference, CBD is as effective as some of the frontline antibiotics, such as vancomycin and daptomycin, which have reputations for being among the most powerful antibiotics. It turns out that according to information from this conference, it's as effective as vancomycin and daptomycin, and it may be, quote, a genuine answer to the antibiotic-resistant superbugs, say researchers at the University of Queensland in Australia, unquote. They made the discovery by accident. They were testing CBD on various skin conditions, and they realized that it was treating staph on the skin, for infections on the skin. So there you go. CBD, if you're dealing with staph infections, or if you're dealing with any kind of infections, or you're dealing with a skin problem, CBD and skincare products may have antiseptic and antibiotic properties, which can be very helpful for folks dealing with staph, or even, for that matter, acne. CBD also has another interesting way it works for acne topically, and that is it helps dry up excess oils topically. We'll talk about acne tomorrow. We'll talk about acne in coming episodes, and then we'll talk bright side episodes, and then we'll talk also about CBD and the skin. It's an underutilized area for CBD formulations, or for CBD benefits, for taking advantage of CBD benefits, that is, using it on the skin. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. Let's go to Melody in California. Say good morning. Welcome to the Bright Side. What's up, Melody?
Hey, good morning, Ben.
Good morning.
Just following up on your niacin thing, do you get enough of it if you take the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and OsteoFX? No?
No.
How much should you be taking then?
There's really no way to know, but you can take it if you're taking it medicinally, like for blood pressure or for cholesterol or blood sugar, like 100 milligrams a day or 200 milligrams a day, even 500. Although I would do the time release if I did a big dose of it, because it can cause the flush. And then if you're just taking it for regular, there's really no way to know. It's water soluble, so a couple hundred milligrams. There's really no way to know. And take it with all the B vitamins. Take it to if you're dealing with symptoms. If you're dealing with high blood pressure or cholesterol problems or mental health issues or skin rashes, you may want to take a couple 100 to 300 milligrams a day if you're really doing it medicinally. Otherwise, you get away with less. But there's no real definitive answer to that question. There's no way to know.
Okay. And then topically, which of your products has
our Biomimetic Mineral Mist has niacin, and then I think our energizing exfoliator. The energizing exfoliator, I should talk about that. That's a great skin lightening product. The energizing exfoliator.
Okay.
That's got niacin. Yeah, and then also the alpha hydroxy acids. Don't forget the anti-aging benefits of alpha hydroxy acids. In addition to skin lightening, they stimulate glycolic acid and really all the fruit sugar acids. Stimulate new connective tissue. That's their real benefits. There's a lot of benefits, but one of their major benefits is they stimulate the production of connective tissue, and they can help fine lines disappear. I've seen fine lines in crow's feet literally disappear over the course of months, weeks and months of using our AHA energizing exfoliator. TruthTreatments.com, by the way, TruthTreatments.com. Hang on, Melody. We'll let you finish up when we come back from our break, okay? All right, you're listening to The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back after this. Okay, we're back on The Bright Side with lines open, 844-236-6010. Please check out our Bright Side with Pharmacist Ben Facebook page, and also sign up to be a member, and you'll get all our posts, our moments of truth, as well as replays on The Bright Side. Thank you, Kevin Peterson, for setting that up. All our Bright Side replays are up at The Bright Side with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs Facebook page. All right, we're talking to Melody in California. Anything else, Melody? You just want to wind down? You got something else going on? Any questions?
Yeah,
Anything I can help you with?
I do. I kind of have a progress report. Thanks to all of your good work and all of your information. I listen to you on just all the podcasts, all the back programs. So I am dealing with the whole menopause, post-menopause stuff, and it's a journey, and I am seeing results, especially with, since you mentioned pregnenolone forever.
Nice. Tell me about that. Let me hear about the pregnenolone.
Well,
how are you using it?
I'm taking, I don't know when you're supposed to take it. I take it in the evening. Is there a better time to take it?
No, that's fine.
Does it matter?
Probably that's not a bad time to do it. Yeah, pregnenolone, it help you relax.
Yes, so that's what I've been, sleep has not been good, but lately it's been a lot better, and I also don't have the night sweats and all of that. I'm actually feeling chilly in the evening, which never used to happen, and I'm very thankful for that. So that's a big deal for me, but I'm also looking, I know my cortisol is an issue, so I ordered some DHEA, and I'm not sure how much I should take of that.
Small doses. Start off 5-10 milligrams in the morning. Yeah, 5 or 10 milligrams. That one's kind of tricky, DHEA. It can't hurt you if you take too much, but you may end up breaking out a little bit or something. That's about the worst thing that'll happen. But you want to find what they call physiologic dose rather than mega dose on that one. So I'd stick to 10 milligrams, anywhere from 10 to 50, but start off around 10.
Okay, how long should I do that?
Life.
Like the 10 milligrams.
Kind of play with it, see how you feel at 10, and then you have to do what's called functional dosing. Functional dosing is for things that you don't have a real, like an amount that you're supposed to take. So, like enzymes, probiotics, certain hormones like pregnenolone and DHEA, you want to functionally dose. Take a dose, see how you feel. If you feel really good, bump it up a little bit. If you feel even better, bump it up a little bit. If you feel even better than that, bump it up a little bit. And keep going until you don't notice a difference. And then you stay at that place where you feel, where you didn't have a change, where you didn't have benefit. Does that make sense? It's called functional dosing.
Yes. So what I'm looking for, my next step is the weight gain. It's not excessive, but for me, I don't like it, and I've always been
blood sugar.
One side.
Keep that blood sugar stable is what you got to do, yeah.
Okay.
That's a blood sugar.
I do the sweeties, and I don't know what else I can do. I've cut out, I do just the green smoothies. I don't.
What do you eat? Green smoothies could be a problem. You gotta, listen. I hear this a lot. So here's the deal, Melody. You gotta figure it out. Yes, I'm sure you're doing as best you can do, but if you have symptoms, then that just means there's places you can work. So you got to kind of play with it a little bit. And when you say green smoothies, what does that mean? That could be a problem. I don't know what's in the green smoothie. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Do you know the ingredients on the green smoothie? I'm not saying that's the problem. I'm not saying that's the problem, but that's just an example of how subtle problems can be.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could think you're doing everything right, but your green smoothie's throwing things off. Or your Cobb salad, for that matter, is throwing things off. There's the hidden things everywhere. If your cat problem's losing weight, it's probably either cortisol, stress hormone, which is related to hypothyroidism, by the way, or blood sugar problems. If you're doing everything you can do and you're still not losing the weight, that doesn't mean that there's something else. It could mean that cortisol and blood sugar aren't being handled correctly. And you might think they are, but they're not. I don't know. I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Right. So with the cortisol, you just mentioned the hypothyroidism. What could
when your cortisol spikes for a long period of time, when your adrenal hormones are really active, eventually the thyroid will slow down. And hypothyroidism, one of the hidden causes, or one of the causes of hypothyroidism, is long-term elevated cortisol and adrenal hormone secretion. And that happens when blood sugar's messed up, and that happens when your hormones are messed up. This is why it happens to women a lot after menopause. So women after menopause are now shifting from ovarian production of hormones into adrenal production of hormones. That puts a stress on the adrenal glands, and that can show up as hypothyroidism eventually. So what you have to do if you're dealing with hypothyroidism is you've got to focus on those 2 points, the 2 major points, cortisol and blood sugar. Now, if you really want to backtrack far and further, then you want to go into digestive issues. But if you just take care of cortisol by relaxing the body, and that includes psychological strategies as well as physical strategies, slow deep breathing, warm water, body work, vitamins E, A, and D, your stress management nutrients, B complex, vitamin C, staying away from problem foods, and then working with the sugar, keeping your blood sugar stable, that's the best way to deal with hypothyroidism that's secondary to cortisol and blood sugar issues. But then, the digestive element, you don't want to avoid that. Listen, it comes down to the triangle, always. The triangle of disease. Everything backtracks to the triangle of disease. The digestive system, the blood sugar system, the cortisol system. Just focus on those 3 points. Do everything you could do to focus on those 3 points. And that's basically what we talk about here every day on this program. We're always focusing on those 3 points. All right, Melody, I'm going to let you go. I got one more call I want to get to. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you so much, Ben. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Good to talk to you. Thank you, Melody. Melody's been a truther for a long time, one of my first customers, actually. All right, let's go to my friend Bob. Hey, Bob. Nice to talk to you.
Good morning, Ben.
Good to see you. Good to see you and Carol this weekend.
Yeah, I just want to give you a shout out for caring and sharing.
It was
on
fun.
Saturday.
We're gonna do another one next month. Bob was at our talk at my lab this past Saturday, and we just had it was a good time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. Maybe you could set that up every other month or something.
We're going to do one, I think, at the end of December. You know, young Ryan, give a shout out to Ryan, is who we should give a shout out to because he's really organizing everything. Ryan Alexander with a Z. He's probably not listening, but he organized everything, and I got to give him kudos. And he is talking about doing December. He lives in Canada, actually. He came down from Canada, and he wants to do one on December 28th, I think he told me. So we'll just keep listening, and we'll let him know. We had somebody come in from California, flew in from California. I think she might even be listening. Her friend Rivy. Rivy, are you listening? Rivy's listening. Hey, Rivy's from San Francisco, and she flew to Denver to come to our talk. It was quite an honor.
That was awesome.
Wasn't that awesome? Good deal.
Yeah.
What do you remember about it? What stood out to you?
Ben's energy.
No, I mean what I was talking about.
The skincare.
Skincare. Carol had a couple. Your wife had a couple epiphanies, I noticed.
Yeah, she's opening up and becoming more and more interested.
She wasn't really.
The more you.
Go ahead.
No. People are reluctant, I think, because they're so brainwashed.
Well, I could see her. I could see it by her body language. She was kind of waking up there. She perked up at a couple of things I talked about, especially about the skin.
You don't know what you don't know.
That's true. Hey, tell everybody about the medical. I learned about this medical plan or this healthcare plan that Youngevity has. Real quick, we have about a minute. Why don't you tell the listeners about that? Do you know?
It's not. It's a medical co-op.
Okay, and so how does that differ from an insurance plan?
Insurance is directly through a medical company, but a co-op is a like-minded group of people.
I see.
That share in the expenses of people that have challenges.
And they manage the money. They manage the fund, basically.
Correct. And now it's managed by. Actually, it's backed by Aetna, which is one of the biggest health insurers.
And when you say backed by Aetna, they guarantee that everybody will get covered?
Yes.
Got it. Okay,
if you go to somebody like Medishare, they have a group pool, but if they run out of money, you're out of luck.
But this one, you don't have that problem.
They're backed by an insurance company and a medical provider, so you're never going to run out of money. And the prices are significantly cheaper. Benefits are outstanding.
We're going to run out of time here, Bob. How do people get more information? Do you know?
David Allen, health.com.
David Allen, Allen.
Well, or talk to any Youngevity distributor.
All right, well, David Allen Health. Okay, thanks. But we got to go, Bob. We're out of time. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. It was great to see you. Say hi to Carol. All right. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for listening to The Bright Side. Have a wonderful, beautiful, awesome, spectacular day. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Bye for now.